Hey gorgeous, I am back today. Please don't mind my voice. I quit coffee a few days ago and I have not been feeling good, which just goes to show you how addicted we can be to caffeine and other substances and not even realize it. So I'm going to make this quick. There was something on my mind that I really wanted to share today, and I definitely wanted to get a video out despite my voice and headache. So I get a lot of messages and comments and emails from women from all over the world asking me pretty much the same question that I really want to address. They will say something like, my husband is doing this, this, and this, and he wants XYZ, and I want this, but he won't let me. Or I asked my husband to quit my job, but he won't let me. Or I really want to stay home with the kids, but he won't let me. What you have to understand about the way that male psychology works is that when you go and ask permission, you may not think that you're asking permission, but when you go and you are letting him know what you're about to do, in the sense like, what do you think about me quitting my job? Or I want to stay home with the kids. They see that as you asking permission. And the psychology of asking permission means you are not sure and they have the authority to decide. So when you are not sure and they have the authority to make your life decisions, then they have the option to negotiate with you. And the answer is usually what serves them best, right? Another layer of this is, I know in my own marriage, anytime I've been on the fence about something and I've gone to my husband to ask him his opinion, he has been able to tell that I'm on the fence without even realizing it. Most communication is subconscious. Remember, it's nonverbal. 93% is nonverbal. He'll pick up on subtle clues from my body language and the way I'm speaking that I'm unsure, and he will confirm and say, no, that's not a good idea. I have experimented on this actually. I will go and get really sure about it, journal on it and say it a couple of times privately, and then I will go back to him and say it with conviction, and he will say, yes, that's what I've been telling you the whole time. That's such a great idea. Same thing. The only thing that changed is I was more confident in what I was saying. So you have to understand that if you are not sure, if you are on the fence, then they are actually doing you a favor. Imagine in the tribal days, if a woman came up to her man and she said, I know I've been gathering over there, but I think I'm going to go gather I'm not sure if there's going to be wild animals there that could potentially eat us, but I think I'm just going to go try it out anyways. When you're unsure, what is he going to say? The hunter is going to say, no, I don't think that's a good idea. You sound very unsure. Why don't you just stick with gathering over here, right? But if you go up to him and say, I know we've been gathering over here, but I've heard this place is a lot more safer. I'm excited about it. There's going to be new opportunities here, new things I can forage. I think I'm going to go over here. Now, what do you think he's going to say, right? So when you are not sure, you give other people permission to negotiate with you. So don't ask for permission. Get clear on what you really want. Get aligned with it. And then inform them that that is what you are doing. I know in a marriage, we often need to discuss things and, make sure that everything's aligned. Totally understand. I do the same thing. My husband and I discuss everything together, but I never go to him until I'm absolutely 100% sure, because I know what's going to happen. He's going to pick up on my unsureness and just mirror it back to me, and then I'm going to be disappointed because I was expecting him to talk me into it, but he's not going to talk me into something that I'm not even sure about. Why would he do that? Remember that he's got the provider and protector gene. He's trying to protect me from making a decision that I'm not sure about. So definitely decide and align yourself first. A simple way of doing this is to sit down with your journal, get in your journal, and write out the cons and pros of this decision and start aligning yourself, right? So let's say I really want to do this one thing and I sit down and write the cons and pros. There's a lot of pros and some cons. Well, I need to work through the cons internally, because if I go to someone else and I've got those cons as open windows, then I'm not going to sound very sure, right? I'm not going to be like, yes, I'm all aligned. And if someone else brings up that con, I'm not going to be like, yes, I've thought about that, but da 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 da. So make sure that you are okay with the decision you're making. Secondly, practice saying that a thing that you're about to do. Practice saying it. Make sure that your frequency and the vibration of your voice is aligned to it. When we first say something for the first time, there's a lot of uncertainty. We've never used that vibration in our voice before. So you want to make sure that you practice the vibration a few times, okay? This is why when people shift jobs or lifestyles, it's very hard for them to accept it because they haven't practiced. Like if you've been a career woman and now you're trying to say I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's going to sound really weird and awkward because your identity hasn't aligned with it yet. So you need to practice in private what you're going to be in public. So write out the cons and pros, align yourself, work through all of the limiting beliefs and things that come up. If you need help, the 6-step process in the Basic Babe bundle is life-changing, is paradigm shifting. I still use that process when I need to align with something. So use the 6 steps and then practice saying that thing until you own it, until it sounds like something that's no big deal. It flows from your mouth because you've been saying it all this time and it's part of your frequency and your vibration of the voice of your voice now, right? It's not something that you've said for the first time, so your voice is crackling and your energy is off with it. Say it and then embody it, become it. Then when you go and discuss it with your mom or your husband or your friend or whatever, you know, your voice shows confidence. It shows that, oh, sounds like she's really thought this out. Sounds like she's really clear on what she wants. Sounds like she's really confident on this decision. And then they will align with you. Okay? But at the end of the day, even if they don't, you need to be willing to rock the boat for the things that are most important for you. Okay? You need to be, because those things, there are a lot of things that we can let go. They're petty things, but there are some things that are worth fighting for, I believe, right? Like the right to stay home with my children, or the right to choose the kind of lifestyle I want. Like there's so many things, right? Like that I feel that are so foundational to my success and happiness and well-being in life. Those things are worth fighting for. So I'm not saying go in guns blazing, but no, everyone else doesn't agree. Everyone else doesn't have to agree or co-sign with my desires. I still get to have it. As long as I'm clear and I believe, I get to have it. Okay? So if you want some help with this, check out the Basic Babe bundle. I'll link it below. And also don't forget, ladies, that on January 22nd, we're having our 4th annual New Year intensive. It is happening online this year, so you can join from anywhere in the world. Everything will be recorded and available for digital replay. So the Alchemy and Ascension intensive is linked in the description box. And I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.